that clones end up with diseases, but so do regular animals. Don't all, just because Dolly had arthritis doesn't mean the other animals don't. And he also said that the clone meat wouldn't be as safe. Well, you only clone the best animals, so you only get the best meat, and there'll be less chemicals. They also mentioned that most of them that have the low success rate would cause more animals to die, and that's not fair to clone animals. Well, not all animals live through birth. Not all mothers live through it either.
For the side, you have a minute 45 for your third argument.
There are many reasons for the government to restrict cloning. One of them goes in the collective group of health. Oracle ThinkQuest says that some people think that it's playing God because you're messing with the genetic traits. There also are more vulnerable disease. Take cows, for instance. If one disease was going to get into a bunch of cows, then it could affect the entire population, thus diminishing the food supply of America. Also, their lifespan is shorter because it's being taken from an older cell. Therefore, they would live less time. Is that fair to them? Also, a risk of genetic underclass. Those who would have not good traits would be discriminated against because they wouldn't want to be cloned. Also, the Council for Responsible Genetics says that it's highly dangerous for the mess with genes because it can cause abnormalities. Also, they're bigger at birth. This is called LOS. That can lead to larger organs as well as breathing, blood, and brain problems, as well as kidney failure. As you can see, cloning is a major problem that presents many medical scares. What matters more, science or American well-being?
You'll have 30 seconds for think time. Stop. You have a minute 15 for your rebuttal.
My opponent says that clones would be more vulnerable to disease, but however, some people are just naturally born with a weaker immune system, so they would be vulnerable. Also, he says messing with genes is highly dangerous and it could cause abnormalities. However, some babies are naturally born with abnormalities. And he also states that diseases would be more common. And if we didn't have restrictions, we could always research more to figure out why that is, and we could stop it.
You'll now have a minute 45 for your third argument.
On the food side of cloning, a recent study by New Discover says that cloning poses no risk to anyone's health. And to prove the point, in Great Britain, people ate the clone meat unknowingly, and they couldn't even tell the difference, nor did anyone get sick. The FDA also did the studies, and it said that clone meat from clone meat and milk from cows, goats, and pigs is as safe as regular meat from those animals. A scientist from there, Dr. Stefan Sundahl, says that it is beyond their imagination to even find why clone meat wouldn't be safe. Studies by CloneWorks, Clone Safety, says there's less chemicals in clone meat because they only clone the best animals. And WebMD states that cloned animals would be used mostly as breeders and not as meat, who wouldn't even have to worry about the safety of it. On the population side of it all, Newstump states that it would help endangered species and even bring back extinct ones. And Bootstrap says that we can help research and find cures for disease, and that police officers can even use cloning for identification sources. Weisky found out that there would be more animals, that means there would be more meat, and we could help stop world hunger. And with the animals input on it all, according to EFAB, animals with abnormalities wouldn't be cloned. So that means there'd be less abnormalities in the cows. We'd only have the best. And when technology improves, so will cloning. The FDA even says that cloning improves quality of herds and it poses no risk to the animal's health. At OML, they said that hundreds of cloned animals live today, so that means they're completely fine and they're living.
Stop. You will have 30 seconds to time. You'll have a minute 15 for your rebuttal.
My opponents might say that cloning might bring back extinct animals. Well, they have no resources, that's why they died off in the first point. And where would they go now that there's no room anymore? Because we have an overpopulation problem, and yeah, that's it.
Conside, you'll have a minute 45 for your closing.
As you can see, these are just a few reasons why the government should not pass national legislation restricting and controlling all genetic engineering that's currently going through the nation. Although the government should take a good look at the variety of topics ranging from legislation to animals and to medical health that the negative side has debated today. Each and every one produces more than enough useful advantages referenced from reliable sources such as the FDA and New York Times. No matter if it is therapeutic or reproductive cloning, both find a way to benefit mankind in many ways. The consciousness of being human is what keeps us human, and being a clone will not change that.
Girl side, you will also have a minute 45 for your closing.
In conclusion, the concept of cloning could be considered dangerous. In exact definition, dangerous means likely to cause harm, not safe or risky. Cloning is considered dangerous for many reasons, including disease and a high failure rate. It would risk human embryos for the sake of science. While I acknowledge cloning has many good qualities, there's also problems that scientists need to address. Should we be chasing science fiction while people at home wonder, worry, and question the concept of cloning? Granted, science has rocked the world before, whether with Darwin or Copernicus. However, when the safety of America is concerned, we must put our well-being first. Thank you.
We will now take a 2-minute break for judges and I to go over